I loved Richard Pryor and
Gene Wilder.
Gene Wilder.
They were funny.
They were great together.
I like Spade and Farley growing up.
Spade and Farley, great. I liked Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan were great.
They were
totally.
really good. I liked Abbott and Costello, by the way. That was awesome. I used to watch them a lot when I was young.
A movie you were in, I liked Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell.
I like that too.
The other guys, that was funny, man.
Yeah. Who else?
And now Damon Wayans Jr. and Jake Johansson.
Hey, man, we'll see.
Hey, Wanson.
Let's just keep our
James?
What happened, man? How did we get so far off track?
What are you talking about? We both have good things going on right now.
Hey, did I see you in a commercial?
You did, yeah.
I have.
I have.
I have.
Genital herpes. What's up?
Hello?
You don't jump out on brothers, man. You don't like that. So we're going to the party tonight. Cops or ghosts, your choice.
I don't want to be a ghost.
Let's be cops. People actually think we're cops. Please freeze! Oh, that was awesome.
Hey, this is Mike, and you're watching Reelblack, and today we are with the stars of Let's Be Cop, Damon Wayans Jr. and Jake Johnson. But you guys are quite a team on Let's Be Cops. I mean, it's sort of reminded me of like an old Abbott and Costello movie, all the capers and different things that you get into. Where does this chemistry come from? Whose bright idea was it to put you two guys together in a movie?
That's awesome. I love Abbott and Costello. It was kind of our bright idea a little bit. We had worked together on New Girl, the pilot of New Girl, a couple of years back, and then I went off. I did my show, Happy Endings. He was doing New Girl for 2 seasons, so we hadn't worked together for like 2 years. And then this Let's Be Cop script kind of landed in my lap and landed in his. And when I found out he was going to be a part of it, I hit him up, or he hit me up, and we were kind of like, "I'll do it if you do it." And so that's kind of how it was birthed.
That's cool. Now, Jake, it looks like you guys had a lot of fun doing this movie. Now, there are lots of crazy scenes in this movie. Is there one that sticks out to you as the most fun to do?
Absolutely. There was a scene that takes place in the Ace Hardware where there's a 350-pound naked Samoan man who's sweating, and Damon's character jumps on him, and the Samoan wins the wrestling matches, and he's on top of him. And they're doing somewhat of a reverse 60, or not a reverse, just a straight up 69.
No, it wasn't a 69. It was missionary.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because he's going this way.
Oh yeah,
I'm
okay.
This way.
So Damon's on the ground, and the guy's
genitals are by my head, kind of like, you know, like in the comic books where like it's like the thought of the character.
The thought bubble.
The thought bubble is like a thought bubble full of just anus, balls, and penis.
That for me was my favorite scene.
Is there like hazard pay for scrotum? Do you get a little more money than Jake?
Yeah, I got injured. You see that little? Can you close up on it?
That testicle just ripped it off.
Scraped my hair off.
That guy's testicle has a little patch of Damon Wayans Jr. hair on it.
Like right when we were about to shoot, I was getting like really kind of like sick to my stomach. Like I didn't want to do it. I saw him naked. I had an underwhelming package, which I was kind of thankful for, because if it was like long, it would have been like going up my face. Good thing it was small. I'm glad. He had an innie. Even an innie penis.
Now stop. These are our Samoan brothers.
I'm not saying all Samoans.
I'm just saying specifically him.
His one man.
I'm pretty sure they're like.
Okay, all right. We're not gonna.
Probably have tribal tats on it.
So how did you prepare for the role? Did you do any ride-alongs?
Yeah, we went on a ride along in L.A. With the LAPD. We went to Compton, went to a gang party, stopped by some gang members' houses who like are buddies with the cop, I guess, to show us what it's like. We went to a crack house.
Yep. Shook the crackheads down too.
Yeah, it was awful.
It was a shakedown. It was really scary. And he was like, they were like taking the crack pipes and like breaking them in front of us, and they like offered. They were like, "Hey, you want to break one?" I was like, "No, dude. Like, I wonder how hard that guy had to work to get that. You know, like what did he have to do?"
What's your guess?
I mean, I'm just assuming penis sucking. I mean, I feel like that's kind of what, you know, it's like, I don't want to take, he did like the do to get that, and you want me to just break it? No.
The man had to work for that.
The man had to work for that.
Now we get into the inspirational part. Like a lot of actors and filmmakers, people that are doing their own web series and stuff,
Right.
are watching this and they're like, well, geez, you know, how can I get this? Now, you guys have a lot of experience with Funny or Die and What the Funny, doing web series. How does that fit into your overall picture as far as like your career? Like, I mean, there's not a lot of pay doing these things, but
that's personally how my whole career started. I was out in LA with Derek Waters, who created the show Drunk History on Comedy Central. And Derek really taught me to just make everything and keep it as cheap as possible. So he would grab any camera he could get, and we would shoot as many bits as he could, and we would put them up at the UCB Theater in LA, and any place that would watch these, we would do them. And then I met a bunch of people, we formed a little community, and then actually one of them was an idea that we sold to NBC because they'd seen one of the shorts. So I'm a big believer in anybody across the country, if you want to do this, make product, start small, try to save your money, but just get your voice out there, show everybody what you do, because people in LA and people who can hire are watching stuff.
Aaron Burr decides he wants to run for president. Alexander Hamilton thinks he wouldn't be a good president, so he starts a campaign against Aaron Burr. Aaron Burr says, hey, you're giving me shit. We got a duel.
Me personally, I've always loved the art of sketch comedy. I mean, I've seen my family do it for so long. I've always had an affinity for it. So that's kind of my idea with the What the Funny was. I just wanted to make stuff that was funny, that there were characters that I have never done before, like on television or in movies. So I just have a lot of fun doing that. I like to do funny stuff.
All right. If you ever want to see your brother again, you'll do exactly as I say.
Okay. Look, man, just take it easy and hey, look, man, I don't have a brother. I just thought about that. I don't have a brother.
You don't?
No.
You got a sister?
Mm-mm.
Cousin?
I got a cousin.
Cool.
I do have a cousin.
If you ever want to see your cousin
But to be
again,
honest with you, I hate that nigga. So you can go ahead and kill him. He owe me $300.
you have a family full of funny people. Like, how do you even get attention at that point? And then find your own comic persona. Like, one thing I like about watching you on screen is that you're so different from all the rest of your nephews and brothers and uncles and cousins and stuff.
Well, I feel like, I don't know. I think it kind of, you have to be kind of like they were born with kind of their life. Like, they grew up, you know, very hard in the projects, very poor. There's 10 of them. I had kind of different circumstances. You know, my dad, you know, he was a comedian, and I went to different private schools. I went to school with Zoe Deschanel from New Girl. I went to school with Jonah Hill. So I go to school with all I have kind of a different background a little bit, and so I kind of bring that into my work.
So was it a big decision? Like, when do you make the decision to be in show business or move to LA? Is that a big decision? Like, I mean, the movie is kind of about these two guys who made that decision, and now they're 30 and things haven't popped off. Have you guys have you been at a crossroads in your life where you had to make a decision whether to move forward or move in a different direction, and how do you navigate that?
Absolutely. You know, I was 26, I think, when I moved to LA. I was living in Chicago at the time and had kind of gotten to zero in my bank account and was doing a lot of live stuff, but I realized if I was going to do this, I was going to have to kind of go to the source. That was before I was even thinking of making my own projects. So, yeah, it was a big decision, but, you know, the core, I don't mean to pull it right back to the movie, but the core of the movie, what it's about, what kind of pulled us in is it's never too late. That if you have a dream, go for it. It might be a weird path to get there, but it's not too late. And so that was definitely something I related to, you know, especially starting to work, you know, in my late 20s.
Originally, growing up, I wanted to be an animator and an illustrator. I went to college for art. I went to Otis, and I kind of had the itch to be an actor and a writer, and so that's kind of when I put the pencil down and picked up the pen. That's my only crossroads, was just like, do I want to, you know, pursue my animation, or do I want to pursue my acting? I pursued my acting.
I hope everybody goes out to see it so we can
Thanks,
see
man.
more of you guys together. You make an amazing team.
Thank you, man.
And this is Mike. Get well, Boomy.
in the mosh pit. Let's make this club move like we got something to prove. Everybody in the mosh pit. Drinks down, man up, circle round, stand up, pimps up, hands down, beat 'em up, man down. No hands in the air, no need for pumping your fist. Everybody in the mosh pit.
My bad.
Everybody in the mosh pit. I don't think they ready for this one.
I'm Damon Wayans, Daddy Face Jr.
I'm Jake Johnson.
And you're watching Reelblack.